Hey, have you ever wondered how almost 200 countries, all with their own ideas and cultures, manage to work together, at least most of the time? Well, that's where international organizations come in. They're like the world's group projects. Except you can't just mute the annoying kid or ignore the deadline. The biggest player in this space is the United Nations, or UN. It was founded way back in 1945, just after World War II, with a simple but ambitious goal: help countries talk things out instead of fighting it out. Today, 193 countries are part of the UN. That's almost every nation on Earth. So, what does the UN actually do? Think of it as a giant meeting place with 6 main parts. There's the General Assembly, where everyone gets a seat at the table to talk about global issues. The Security Council is like the campus security team, but for the whole world, they work to keep the peace. The Economic and Social Council tackles stuff like poverty and education. The International Court of Justice settles arguments between countries, kind of like a global referee. The UN Secretariat keeps everything running smoothly behind the scenes, and the Trusteeship Council, well, it finished its main job but helped guide former colonies toward independence. But the UN isn't alone. The world is filled with international organizations, each with their own focus. The World Health Organization coordinates global health. Think fighting pandemics. The International Monetary Fund and World Bank help countries with their economies, especially if they hit a rough patch. The World Trade Organization keeps international business running smoothly, and groups like the European Union and African Union help countries in the same region work together. Now, you might think this is all pretty far removed from your daily life, but it's actually the opposite. Those food safety labels you see? Thank international standards. The rules that keep your flights safe and your medicines reliable? Yep, international organizations had a hand in those too. Even buying a hoodie online from another country, international agreements make that possible. Of course, it's not all smooth sailing. Getting so many countries to agree on anything can be slow. Sometimes powerful countries get more say than others, and critics argue that international organizations can interfere with a country's right to make its own choices. Plus, there's always the challenge of not having enough money or resources to fix every problem. Still, in a world where everything is connected, from climate change to TikTok trends, international organizations are more important than ever. They help countries work together, solve big problems, and set the ground rules for living on one crowded planet. So, next time you hear about the UN or the World Health Organization in the news, you'll know what's really going on and why it matters to you. Thanks for watching.